Today we have Blaze Pizza. I have had Blaze Pizza a grand total of 1 time in my entire life, which was on this channel, and I took it home. I thought it was okay, and a lot of people, of course, said I didn't get it fresh. I'm in a parking lot. Again, these are fresh. These are hot as hell. I have 2 pizzas. I have 2 sides, and we're going to review these and see if they're any good. I'm also going to get some ice cream because 16 Handles is right next door. I'm in a parking lot in Teterboro, New Jersey. If you don't know, so I'm in a complex where there's a Chick-fil-A directly behind me. Panera. I've been here a bunch of times. I was just at Walmart and Costco, so let's go to Blaze Pizza. I did a build your own to start. I believe this is the one. Let's hope so, because I don't know. Yep, so we got to build your own. This is not on the menu. This is when you build your own. All of their build your owns, no matter how many toppings you have, are $12.99. And you can have unlimited toppings or whatever you ask for. Pretty cool. I mean, the pizzas aren't high calorie. I think it's like 900 calories for this entire pizza, which is really low. But it's thin crust. It's cooked in a large oven in a really fast temperature. On mine, I have a bunch of stuff that I probably wouldn't get on a pizza, but I wanted to try it. So I have roasted garlic and broccoli, pepperoni and bacon, as well as roasted red peppers. I forgot the 4th thing. So that is what is on here. Got a nice bake on this. I was going to ask for well done, but I didn't want to do anything too extra because I'm not familiar with Blaze's menu. I was gonna get jalapenos. Oh, also, they have a bunch of different sauces. This is their spicy red. I have seen so many conflicting reviews about Blaze. Some people think it's the worst pizza they've ever had, and some people think it's amazing. I'm somewhere in the middle, and I'm going to tell you why. It really isn't the worst. Most chain pizza places, it's largely going to depend on what you got on it. Since I built my own, I love the toppings on this. The sauce, I got the spicy red. There's a little kick to it, but it's a little runny, and it doesn't have a lot of other flavor other than the red. I don't really even get much of the tomato in the red. Just small hints of it. I love the toppings on here. The cook on this pizza is pretty good, even though I didn't get well done. But the crust, for me, this is largely gonna... Dang, even cut my pizza right, bro. Look. The crust for me is a little on the chewier side for me, but it doesn't taste bad. Like, I don't love this pizza. I wouldn't be mad at it though. I've seen some really scathing reviews on Blaze. I'm sorry, in my opinion, this ain't the worst pizza you've ever had. If this is the worst pizza you've ever had, you need to eat more pizza. If I got this well done, I might like a little bit more. Again, largely on the toppings. I like this broccoli because it has a roasted flavor, which is something that I like. And this roasted garlic is really sweet and adds a ton of punch. On a chain pizza scale, I would give this a 7. If I'm rating this against any pizza I ever had, I would give this a 5. So I wanted to be fair to all my pizza purists and just get their simple pie. So this is as simple as it gets. This is just their regular cheese pizza. I believe it costs like $8.50. And it's just their cheese, their sauce, and oregano. That's all that's on here. So, pizza purists, I got you. First thing I notice is the amount of oil on here is nuts. And this thing is, like, legitimately even worse with the cook. This cook is god-awful. Like, god-awful. Automatically, I know why people think this pizza sucks. That sucks. I think a lot of people probably got this. It's awful. As far as the chain, you're better off at Papa John's. That's crazy. Again, it's chewy. You don't taste any sauce. It just feels like I'm eating cheese on like soggy bread. Like, I am not exaggerating when I tell you that I could just fold this into a freaking ball and eat it. Try another bite though. Completely understand. Like most chain places, it's largely going to be indicated on what you order. And if I got this and this is all I got, I'd be like, what the hell did I just order? You'd be better off at Domino's or Pizza Hut. Is it inedible? No. But as far as like ordering a pizza goes, it sucks. Like, real talk. And it's really cheesy and not much else. Like, I wouldn't have wanted this again. I would, but here's the bad part, and this is just my opinion. Even a bad pizza, I'll probably still eat it, but it's really not that good. If I'm rating this in a chain pizza scale, one of the lowest scores I've probably ever given, I give this a 3 out of 10. If I was rating this against any pizza I've ever gotten, I'd give this a 1 out of 10. Like, just being honest. So now it kind of makes more sense to me. But I do have some sides, so let's try those. Okay, so this was their most popular side, and then they had a new side that I'm gonna try. So this is their pesto cheesy garlic bread, or pesto garlic cheesy bread. Pesto garlic cheesy bread, I always reverse that. But it's handmade, I watched them make it. They just cover it with some cheese, and then they give you a pesto drizzle, and then there's 2 different sauces here. They have their spicy red, and then they have their regular. Or this might just be 2 regular, because I didn't specify, but I thought that's what it came with. So I'm gonna get right in the middle of this, because I don't like this end piece. I don't like the booty on that. I'm gonna try this one in the middle. Immediately I can see how soggy it is again. Like, I'm comparing this to Domino's, Pizza Hut, or whatever, and it's just flaccid. Flaccid is crazy. It's just not moving me. I'm gonna level with you. That's not moving me at all. It just tastes like soggy dough with some cheese on it. There's a little bit of a pesto drizzle. It's really not enough to flavor this thing all the way through. Like, there needs to be more. I barely get any, even though there's a pretty decent amount on here. It's a pretty bland pesto. Let's try these sauces. That's their regular marinara. If you hear that, by the way, this is Teterboro. There's an airport right behind there. I can't stop the plane. That's a plane. I'm gonna get one more half of this, but again, I'm comparing this to like Domino's Papa John's cheesy bread, and it ain't even as good as that. Yeah, no. Again, the dough just sucks. It was good on the first pizza because my cook was good, and there's just not much flavor. Even though it says it's garlic, I know there's garlic in there. I watched her put garlic on there. It ain't moving me. Comparing this to any chain pizza, I would give this a 2 out of 10. Wow. Comparing this to any pizzeria, I'd probably chuck it out of my window. It's not good at all. I'm sorry, respectfully. Last, this is their new fire meatballs, which is, honestly, this looks like something they would make at Subway. God, I'm sorry, I gotta be real. So on this is their regular meatballs drowning in their sauce. There's pieces of some ricotta in here, which doesn't look like the best quality, but fine by me. In their spicy red sauce, and then they put banana peppers. You do have the choice of jalapenos, but the regular version comes with banana peppers. Ooh, okay. Meatballs are pretty decent size. I'm gonna try that bite right there with all the toppings and stuff on it. This is better than the other sides I've had. Again, the meatballs do taste kind of like Subway-ish, but a little bit better. They're not as chewy. They're not completely like dry or anything like that. I've already spoken about their sauce. It's just not the best sauce. But if you put this all on a bread, it'd be like sub-chain quality meatballs, if that makes sense. This costs $7.99. I want to try this ricotta cheese just to see what they're working with here. A little piece. I mean, it's whole milk. It's not the best, but again, it's not the worst. The meatballs are pretty decent size, as you could see, and it's not the worst thing that you could get, but I'm not going to go to Blaze Pizza just to order meatballs. Again, that's the size of the full one. So this is probably the second best thing I've gotten from here, which isn't saying much. I do like that first pizza, but everything else to me was like aggressively mid. This, we'll do 2 ratings like we keep it uniform. I'm going to continue to finish this, though. This is at least okay. Comparing this to any kind of pizza chain, I give this a 6 out of 10. If I'm comparing this to any pizza place, it probably gives like a 3.5 out of 10. Maybe less. Because the meatball, nah, that's probably like a 2 out of 10 to be honest. Yeah, it's like a 2 out of 10 from regular. But again, regular pizza places you can't compare this to. $7.99 for this. It's decent size, but you can get like a meatball sandwich that's better than this for that price from franchises. So I wouldn't get it again. So what do I think of Blaze Pizza? is pretty much what everybody says it is. It largely is going to indicate if you have a good Blaze order, I think you'll find something enjoyable. Their regular items, though, are very lackluster in my opinion. They're just not great. So I can understand why people, especially like a lot of reviewers and people I've talked to, they don't really like it. I completely get it. Because that cheese pizza was wow. But I do like the fact that it's kind of macro friendly for a pizza chain. I do like the fact that you can get a pretty decent pricing, but it's thin crust, so it kind of trades off. I don't love it. I probably wouldn't eat it all the time. If there's something new, I might try it. But other than that, that pizza that I got, it's in my backseat. The first one was pretty good from a pizza chain standpoint. But other than that, I'm just not the biggest fan. I said other than that 30 times. I understand that. I'm going to get some ice cream, and we're going to be right back. It is getting dark, but, you know, we've got a little bit light here. All right, we are back with 16 handles. This is the second time I've had 16 handles as well. Not really a big froyo guy, but I do like to have, like, this option where you get all of these, like, things you can pick from, which I always pick stuff that sucks. I don't know why, but when I go to froyo places, my big backness gets in the way of me, and I end up picking stuff that doesn't go. So I have 3 different types of ice cream in here. I have salted caramel, Nutella, and then there is also just some regular vanilla on the bottom. So I'm going to try some of these ice creams first, or froyo, or whatever the hell it is. This is the salted caramel. I got Oreo pieces, cookie dough bites, sprinkles cheddar chocolate, graham crackers, and a monster cookie dough. Ooh, that's good. That salted caramel is fire. Oh my goodness, I should have got more of this. I only got like one little thing to try it. That's like a perfectly made ice cream. The caramel flavor punches you in the mouth, and then it gives you a nice hint of that salty caramel at the end. If they bottled this or jarred it or pinted it and sold it, I would eat it. I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's very good. I might want to upgrade that. Nah, I'm staying on business. Now, normally I wouldn't get Nutella. When I was in there, I heard 3 different people say it was the best flavor. I guess they were experts, so I'm gonna trust them, and I'm gonna get the Nutella. Not the biggest Nutella guy, but when it's good, it's good. It's all right. It's kind of like a little too much chocolatey. The Nutella comes at the end of it. If I want Nutella, it's got to be like severely Nutella. Whereas this, it's just mildly Nutella. And I give it a 6 out of 10. Okay. I don't love it. But I want to try this cookie dough monster, cookie monster. That's so flavorless. That almost tastes like blue. Hold on. It tasted like, I'm not that extra type of person. It's very rare that I do that. But that tasted like artificial blue. Like, not even blue raspberry. Just like, I ate the color blue. And that gets a 0 out of 10. But let's see what this black and white cookie's hitting for. There's some of this salted caramel. That's a decent black and white cookie. That ain't the best, again. Texas Roadhouse. But I live by like a lot of Italian delis and bakeries and stuff. It's pretty good on that standard. Not the best. I pick crappy combos every time. Every time. Like, it's okay. But I know if somebody else picked for me, it'd be 1,000 times better. But I will tell you this. This salted caramel is on point. Other than that, it's my fault. I pick crappy. One day I'm going to go to these places and I'm going to have something that's actually decent. Today is not that day. And it's completely my fault. The ice cream quality or frozen yogurt quality at 16 handles is decent though. A lot of people eat there, so I think it's more about the atmosphere. There's like board games in there. There's a lot of kids. Take the kids. You got kids and stuff. I completely get that. But it's still just not my vibe. I prefer like an OG scoop shop over all those stuff like the cups and all that stuff. It's not really for me. As you can tell, like I said, Teterboro Airport is directly behind me. There is what looks like a limo driver. He got a big suburban type of truck that's cleaning his car off. It's looking at me right now. And it is getting dark. I do have color correction, so you won't be able to tell that bad. But Memorial Day, by the time you see this, I hope you enjoyed it. And we will be back, man. Tomorrow, more content. I have some barbecue stuff tomorrow for me. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube. I'm on my finger. I got froyo on my finger. Okay, now I'm leaving.